everybody, welcome to my channel. So I'm going to start off today's festival funky look by cleansing the skin with a micellar water wipe, just to make sure that the place is nice and clean. And then I'm going to prime using Benefit Girl Meets Pearl liquid highlighter, but you can also use it as a primer. Just applying this with a dual fibre brush all over the face. It's going to give us a nice glowy base. Then for foundation, I'm going to use the Rcma VK palette in the lightest shade KO1, I think it's called. This is a wax-based foundation, so you need to mix it with a mixing medium to turn it into a liquid foundation. It's very highly pigmented, so a little goes a long way. I'll leave the link to their shop down below. It's quite an interesting foundation. It's different to anything else I've ever used. Then I'm going to blend it into the skin using a damp beauty blender after applying it with my Makeup Forever 108 brush. I really recommend the Makeup Forever brushes. If you do have some money to splurge on a brush, I recommend them. For concealer, I'm using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla, just on the usual highlighting points. This is going to give us some extra coverage as well, apart from highlighting. These are the areas as well where your foundation starts to break down, so it's good to have that little bit of extra coverage. Now to set the concealer, I'm going to use Rcma No Colour Powder. I'm going to take quite a generous amount on my beauty blender to really make sure that that's all set properly. I think they call this baking, but I don't leave it on for a ridiculous amount of time. Just place it on and then dust it off. To dust it away, I'm using my Makeup Forever 128 brush. This is my favourite brush of all time. It's a tapered powder brush, so it's really good to get under the eyes without stabbing your client in the face with bristles. And I'm just setting the rest of the face using the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in medium golden. Dusting away that no colour powder. And then to slightly bronze the skin, I'm using the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish Natural in dark golden. Just on the outer perimeters of the face and the cheekbones. We're not contouring with this colour, I'm just giving a bit of colour back to the skin after applying the foundation and the concealer. To contour, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in light medium, and I'm just using the shade Fawn. This is a great contour colour because it's cool toned. But I'm not applying too much, I'm just going quite light-handed with it. To make sure everything's blended together seamlessly, I'm just going to go over that with my clean Makeup Forever 128 brush. Just gets rid of any harsh edges. And for blush today, I'm going to use the MAC Mineralize blush in Dainty. It's a really lovely baby pink colour with a slight shimmer. It's great for brides or young clients. So I'm just applying this on the apples of the cheeks in circular motions and taking towards the temple using an angled blush brush. You can build up the intensity as much as you like with this blush, but I find it can look a bit too much if it's too strong. It's very pink. For my highlight today, I'm going to use a Nars eyeshadow in the shade Cassiopeia. It's a lovely pinky purple iridescent colour. And on top of that, I'm going to place Glitter Injections Pressed Glitter Highlight. Purple kind of glitter, shimmery. Yeah, glitter. It's really pretty. I mean, obviously not for everyday wear, but for a festival look, I think it's perfect. And I think Lucy seems to like it too. I would wear glitter every day if I could. To fill in the brows, I'm just going to comb them through and then fill them in with my MAC Cosmetics brow pencil in the shade Lingering. It's really good for blondes. She wants quite strong she wanted quite strong brows, so that's what we did. And then I'm going to carve them out using my MAC Select Cover Up in NC15. It's a great concealer. It gives you a completely clean base for eyeshadows application if you want quite a strong look. After I've set that with translucent powder, I'm just going to highlight the under the brow bone and the inner corner of the eye with Makeupgeek Whimsical. This is a foiled eyeshadow. Now for our first shade, for our first crease colour, I'm going to use a MAC blush actually called, well, it's called Fleur Power. I'm just going to say Flower Power. It's a great matte pink, perfect for a crease shade. Now with a large fluffy crease brush, I was just applying that generously all over the eyelids. Now I'm taking Makeupgeek Cupcake with a MAC 222 brush, deeper into the crease, keeping it lower down and just building up that pink intensity. And then going back with my first brush and blending the edges together. Now I'm applying with my MAC 222 the shade Cranberry by MAC, just to give it a deeper pink look. Taking that all over the lid and blending into the crease also. Now for the fun parts. Well, I didn't find it too fun, it was a little bit tedious, but I'm using a disposable liner brush and I'm just going to carve out the shape of the crown with my Revlon eye art in fuchsia flash, I think it's called. This is a cream eyeshadow, and once I've carved the shape out, I just filled it in with a concealer brush, obviously because it would have taken hours to fill it in with a liner brush. And then I'm just going to do the same on the other side, and once that's done and dry, make sure it's dry properly before your client opens her eyes. Then I'm going to apply the self-adhesive diamantes to the tips of the crown. Now you need to make sure that your client is not allergic to anything like that, so always do an allergy test when using any adhesive. This includes self-adhesive gems and things like that. Now to define the crown a little bit more, because I felt that it was a bit wishy-washy, I'm going to go around the outer edges with another disposable liner brush and some of that cranberry shade by MAC that we used, just to define them a little bit more, because I felt it got a bit lost. You couldn't really see the crown tips. Now I've never made a crown before on anyone's eyes, so this is my first attempt, so I don't think it's that bad. Starting to take shape now. So to line the waterline, I'm going to use Makeup Forever Aqua XL liner in the shade M30. This is a turquoisey green shade. Really pretty on pretty much any look. That was my phone there. Damn, I had to turn the sound off. Who is it? Go away, Alba. Right. To smoke out the lower lash line, I'm just going to apply the same shades. On a pencil brush, I'm going to apply the blush, Flower Power and Cupcake, and then with a flat definer brush, I'm going to take the cranberry shade closer to the lash line. Then I'm going to take my MAC 222 and just smoke the whole thing out a little bit more. Once that lower lash line is done, you can really see the difference. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing with my camera there. Then I'm going to apply some Makeup Forever M30 back again into the waterline, as it got a little bit lost when I applied the pink shadow. Really complements the pink really well. With a clean blending brush, I'm just going to blend out those harsh edges. And then I'm going to apply a little bit more of the blush to intensify it a little bit more. Just keep going backwards and forwards until you're happy with the intensity. I'm taking my Glitterize Pressed Glitter palette in Festival 5 and applying the pink chunky glitter onto the eyes to make some sort of fake glitter tears. Now this is a pressed glitter, so it says you don't really need adhesive, but I do recommend some sort of glitter glue, otherwise it will just fall off, especially as it's so chunky. Above the brows, I'm just applying some mastix glue in little dots where I want to apply the little flowers. I got these from an arts and crafts shop. You can use diamantes or anything else you like that goes with the look. I thought these flowers really complemented it. Nice spring feeling. I didn't even plan on using these, I just found them randomly in my drawer. I was like, oh, perfect. Make sure you do an allergy test, as I said before, with any glue. I want someone having a reaction after you've done their makeup when they're out. I don't think they'll call you again. Anyway, for lashes, I'm using red cherry lashes. I think they're the number 43, just to applying them with my duo glue. Unfortunately, one did become slightly unstuck in the corner, and I didn't notice until after I'd done the video, so never mind. You live and learn. For mascara, I'm just going to blend her lashes in as they're quite blonde with the falsies, using a disposable mascara wand and roller lash. I think it's by Too Faced Cosmetics, roller lash. And then for lipstick, I'm going to use a NYX soft matte lip cream in the shade Istanbul. On top of that, I'm just applying some gold pigment. You can use any gold pigment you have. I use Meron. And that's pretty much it. After I've done the space buns, whatever they're called, bunches pretty much, I'm just going to put some tons of hairspray in the centre, in the parting, and then just put some glitter there. Really just pulls the whole look together, proper festival look. She really suits it as well. And that is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will be posting another video very, very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.